Ever since 2010, drivers from around the world have gathered to compete in the FIA Karting Academy Trophy to represent their nation on the world stage. Over the years, drivers have graduated from this contest to race in Formula E, Le Mans, IndyCar, TCR, Super GT and Formula 1. So it's the perfect stepping stone to future success in motorsport. With 44 nations across 6 continents represented, there's a lot of national pride at stake, and just reaching the final is a victory. Marius Barry-Berg of Norway and Hugo Marti of Spain are on the front row, with Australia's Max Walton in hot pursuit. The 2 stars from Poland, Wojciech Woda and Klara Kowalczyk, are chasing them for the victory. But it's going to be a tough 21 laps to determine who will triumph at the steel ring. Barry-Berg held his advantage at the start, as the Academy drivers kept it calm through the opening few corners of the race. But Max Walton was in no mood to wait around, and he made his move on Hugo Marti halfway round the opening tour. There were battles further back too, as the talented French driver Lisa Billard made her way past New Zealand's Arthur Braun on lap 3, only to lose the position a mere corner later as Austria's Simon Mayer overtook Denmark's Romeo Haag behind them. Braun was finding it consistently difficult to make progress, and his battle with Britain's Harry Bartle proved to be tough but rewarding. Ahead of him, the Argentine ace Santino Panetta was able to pass Wojciech Woda, and the Kiwi saw this as an invitation to make his own bid for the position. As he made it work, Bartle saw a gap too, and sadly he collided with Woda, who would retire from the race on the spot. A few laps later, and a light rain shower gave Max Walton his chance to close in on Barry-Berg and challenge for the lead, but it would be tricky to stay ahead. He tried again half a lap later, and with a very small gap on the inside, he was able to make it count, and the Australian was now in the lead of the race. But it was about to become much tougher, as the rain was increasing. It was no longer a light shower, and as race director Pasquale Lupoli considered his options, the drivers acquitted themselves admirably given the wet conditions and the slick tyres the drivers were using. As the rain intensified yet further, Braun would fall off the road along with Colombia's Sebastian Garzon as they tried their hardest to stay in touch. The leaders were finding grip tougher than most, as they were the first on the scene of each corner they approached. It would be Walton in the lead who made the costly error, handing the lead back to Marius Barry-Berg. And at the next bend, Hugo Marti seized his chance to move ahead, almost in the same breath. With the rain now stopping, the drivers were gaining confidence in the surface, and with the track not becoming too wet, racing could continue at full pace. That was good news for Ruytaro Sakai of Japan, but not for Roland Spruder of Latvia, who was out. Kowalczyk couldn't pass Billard, and subsequently dropped behind Sakai and Panetta. But Panetta would duel with Kowalczyk again in the closing stages, as they both came under threat from Markas Silkunas of Lithuania. But after managing the tyres throughout the challenges of losing and then regaining the lead with a rain shower mid-race, Marius Barry-Berg held his nerve and kept his composure to win his first FIA final of 2023, with his rival Hugo Marti congratulating him on a convincing win. Marti will no doubt challenge again in Denmark, but for now, Barry-Berg is on top. Walton secured third ahead of Billard and Sakai, with Panetta rounding out the top 6, and Silkunas, Kowalczyk and Haag ahead of Angola's Lorenzo Campos, who scored a top 10 finish on his debut. So the top 3 drivers on the podium may have finished where they started, but they all gave us a fascinating battle out on track, and a spectacular show at the steel ring that could translate into the season-long title battle. For Marius Barry-Berg, Hugo Marti and Max Walton, it's time to celebrate, steel ring style.
Well, the trainings were good. I was fast, but and then the qualifying and the two qualifying heats on Saturday was good, but in Sunday we had a little bit lack of pace, but I still got pole for the final. And when I saw the water drops on my visor, I was starting to get a little bit happy because I thought it was gonna start to rain, but then it didn't start to rain like fully. But I still had pretty good pace when it started to rain. I hope it will be good in Denmark. I like the track; it's pretty good, and I think we can have pace there too.
The trainings on Friday and Thursday it was very difficult because in rain I was quite slow. But then when it started to get dry, the track, I started getting more pace and pace. The first heat of today, it was good, I win it, and then the final, I was starting in second place. And it was quite difficult because of the rain and that, but I think I am happy with the result.
First heat today, I was battling with Hugo and Marius. Hugo got away and had to try and save my tyre again as much as I could. So I came P3. In the final, from lap 1 I pushed every lap and tried to catch Marius, and I caught him, passed him, and then the rain came, then I hit the rubber strip and slid, then got passed by both of them, and then kept calm and went to the finish. Well, Denmark, hopefully I can learn the track as quick as I did this weekend, and I'm pretty confident about round 2.